vaccine, everything else going on in the world. It's to me, it's been kind of an uneventful week, other than the vaccine, which we'd already seen the previews we kind of rolling out. But we'll talk about the game though, since that's been a big cultural news.
Oh, dude, this fucking vaccine, like we have to say something about that. Like, it is an anti-vaxxer's wet dream what's been going on with this shit. Let's be real.
So what we were talking about last week is that's gonna make the half the country anti-vax.
Well, like, they just had, like, it was Chicago, they stopped administering because people kept getting sick.
Yeah, and then there was that nurse that like, didn't she get like collapse on live TV or something?
Yeah, everybody, uh, they've everybody. I feel like everybody's just been ignoring Trump because he's been like we're going to be more important than the actual vax. Yeah, it's like he was talking about that there's going to be therapeutics that were out. I mean, you could say like, well, you got like hydroxychloroquine and remdesivir and like the Regeneron cocktail still in the works. I think it's almost completed if it isn't already. Like I feel like that is what's going to get us over this pandemic hump more than anything, because like not everybody's going to take. We knew this, like we knew this long ago. Not everybody's going to take this vaccine, and for good reason, because there's anytime a fucking vaccine comes out, there's going to be some fucking weird shit going on with it. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think you're right, because like what
this is gonna make people who like initially like there's a lot of people who weren't anti-vax who are probably gonna start maybe not becoming anti-vax but start understanding that point of view. I mean, I'm not anti-vax. I don't care. I just don't want someone forcing anyone to go and put anything inside their bodies. But
Yeah.
I feel that this will make people wake up and be like, hey, I've seen what happened to that motherfucker on television, or that, my Aunt Judy, whatever. They went to the fucking vaccine, they end up having convulsions. Like, this is a serious thing, especially for, like, it'd be one thing, this was for, like, AIDS or something, like a drug that kills people a lot, or like Ebola or plague or smallpox or some shit like that. But no, this isn't any of that. This is great with a point.
Well, vaccines aren't going to do that. Like, vaccines aren't going to kill people.
I'm saying that it's not for a drug. It's not for a disease that's that deadly.
Yeah. If anything, it's going to do a whole bunch of weird shit, like give you Bell's palsy or something like that, or something like that.
Bell's palsy, that like cerebral palsy? I was about to say if it's gonna be fucking cerebral.
Bell's palsy, that's the shit that JR, the wrestling ring announcer, has, that like his face is like paralyzed or whatever.
The fuck, this is giving you that shit. I do not want that fucking
drug. I don't know. It's like, it could. I was just saying that for whatever, but like I'm saying, like, if anything, you're just gonna get some major fucking side effects that, like, maybe might disfigure or something. I don't know. Where'd you get the ride? It's just, so what? You grow a finger on your forehead. Who gives a shit, man?
Hey, I want an extra finger.
You're not getting COVID. That's the point.
Well, see, I think a lot of people are gonna be taking sort of like a risk analysis to this, where they're gonna say, well, my risk of having a side effect from the vaccine is higher than getting anything bad from the virus itself, so what's the point of getting the vaccine? But at the same time, and this is going to happen, I understand this to a degree, and in some cases I agree with it, but you're going to have airlines, you're going to have cruise ships, you're going to have a lot of big businesses like that, have lots of people flowing through saying, look, we can't open up, we can't let you on our plane unless you've taken the COVID vaccine. You're not going to be able to travel without it. I mean, I understand why they do that, but I think that's what they're going to do. Whether it's the right or wrong thing, that's what's going to happen.
Well, see, another thing too is they're discounting the people like who have already received the virus, and they're still saying you need to get the vaccine because like an extremely tiny amount had